Hey team, so I thought I'd pop on to chat a little bit about why I advocate for 10-minute workouts. And the truth is, I have experienced long-term anxiety and depression for over 10 years now. And I've always been an avid exerciser until I kind of hit a really low point of my depression where I had zero energy and I became very sedentary. I'd also left my job and I was going to university, so I wasn't getting much physical activity throughout the day. Not only did I not have the physical energy to work out, I didn't have the emotional or mental energy either. I just didn't have the capacity to work out for long periods of time. Although I realised that movement actually helped with my symptoms of anxiety and depression, so I needed to meet myself somewhere in the middle. And that's how the 10-minute movement, 10-minute workouts came about. It was a bit of a negotiation that I made with myself, a little bit of a compromise. Because what I find is that once I get going with 10 minutes, I feel okay to carry on. And then other days, 10 minutes is just enough and I will stop at 10 minutes. So I feel like I'm meeting myself where I'm at. I'm giving myself permission to work out for just 10 minutes if that's all that feels good. But then I also have permission to continue with workout, like repeating rounds, if that feels good too. For me, 10 minutes just feels more achievable than 30 to 60 minutes when I haven't got much physical or emotional capacity for movement. For some people, 10 minutes is plenty. This is especially if you have chronic illness or injury and you can't work out for long periods of time. 10 minutes is perfect. It's an ideal time for us to get some movement in, some intentional movement, not just our daily living activities, because that's the thing as well. Like what we do in the day, daily living activities, that's physical activity too. So often, if our energy levels are low, trying to fit in a workout as well on top of that can feel almost impossible. So 10 minutes of intentional workouts is more doable, it's more achievable, it's more realistic, and it can be more supportive than aiming for that 30 to 60 minutes, which we probably won't do. Aiming for 10 minutes is us giving ourselves permission, meeting ourselves where we're at, compromising with ourselves, and also setting a realistic and achievable goal, because then in turn, being able to complete 10 minutes can help us feel more accomplished, which then will help with our motivation, our self-esteem, our feelings of getting things done. So 10 minutes is a fantastic place to start. It's a fantastic place to negotiate and compromise with yourself. It's also a fantastic place to stay if that's what feels good for you, your body, your needs, and your personal circumstances. 10 minutes to me creates options, it creates access, and it can make exercise more enjoyable, because if you're someone who doesn't particularly enjoy working out, but you do it for the benefits that you get from working out, then 10 minutes, I don't know, it just feels like, you know what, I can do this for 10 minutes. I can put my body through this for 10 minutes. I can manage 10 minutes, that's fine. And you go from there. And you know what, if you want to build up, if you want to slowly build up to doing more, that's fantastic. If 10 minutes is enough, 10 minutes is enough. Some of the workouts I've done, 10 minutes, I'm done after that. So yeah, for me, 10 minutes just makes movement just feels more achievable, more realistic, more accessible. And for some of us, not in every case of course, because in some cases exercise can be detrimental, but for most of us, something is probably going to feel a bit better than nothing. So 10 minutes just feels like that compromise between the 60-minute workout that I most definitely do not want to do and will not do, and the doing nothing and sitting on my settee and binge watching Netflix. So 10 minutes is me kind of just pushing myself to there and feeling good about that. So just let me know in the comments what you think about 10 minutes of movement. Are you okay with it? Does it feel good? Does it feel enough? Or has it taken you some time to actually get used to 10 minutes being enough and being okay with that? I know that I struggled with that in the beginning, and I am definitely okay with 10 minutes of movement now. But it was hard to let go of that diet culture conditioning that workouts had to be like 60 minutes or pointless. Like, we know that's not true. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you get on with 10-minute workouts, like why you find them, like why they benefit you, and if you could hit subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you. Speak to you soon.